Hey folks, Sheila here from Design Files. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to add and edit text on any of the mood boards or client presentation or project proposal slides that you're creating within the mood board editor. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump right in, and just a little FYI for you, if you are in the process of building out your client presentation decks or your project proposals and you don't necessarily want to start from scratch, be sure to check out the template option within the mood board editor. In here, you're going to find that there are a number of Design Files templates that are available to you. You can go ahead and scroll through to see all the different designs, and if you click into any of these decks, you're going to see all the individual slides that are part of it. Now, all of this is fully customizable. You can add your own colors, your own fonts, your own visuals, your own logos, and then completely brand it to your business. So definitely check those out. There is a video in the tutorial library that will walk you through how to add and edit those templates. In this video, we're going to specifically focus on how to edit the text once you have all of that text added into your slide or into your mood board design. And we'll start with this particular example right here. Now, anytime you want to customize the text or add text, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to the right side panel and you're going to click on the text option. That's going to open up our font library right here. There's loads of different options to choose from, so just go ahead, have a look, drag out any font that you like, and when you drag it out onto your design board, it's going to create an active text block, and you can immediately start typing into that. Now, once you have all your text in place, what you can do here is you can change the size of your text block here by using these little kind of expanders here where I can pull out to the right or to the left. You also have the ability to rotate this block, so if you want to get kind of creative and move it around to make it vertical or on an angle, then you can do that as well. And while this block is active, you're going to see that there's a little drag icon, right? So I can kind of click on that and move it wherever I want within my design. If I click off of it and then just click back on it, you can actually just click anywhere within that text block and then just move it around. Now, once you have all your text in the block, the next thing you're going to want to do is start styling it. So in this case, we could add different fonts, different colors, change the size of the fonts. And to show you how that works, I'm actually just going to delete this one, and we're going to click onto this one over here where I already have different sizes, colors, fonts, and everything added in. Now, the way this works is you could actually just do simple updates to your text block if you wanted. So if I just wanted to have everything the same font and everything the same color, I could just click on the text block once, and then I can go over here and I could just kind of pick a specific font and it's going to update the entire thing. And then I could go into the color field and I could just click on any of the colors within this field and it's going to update with that color. And you can use the option down here as well to go to different sections within that color field. You also have the ability to add in a specific color code, and you can use the eyedropper right here to just find a color from one of the visual images that you've already added and apply that to the font as well. Now in my case, I'm just going to undo this here because there are a number of I want to bring it back to my original here because I actually do want to have different fonts and different colors for this whole text block. Now, if you want to have something like that, the way that you would do it is you would double click and then you're going to select the text that you want to customize. So in this case, I could just change the font for this header by coming over here and then picking a new font. I could just change the color by making sure that I just have this selected and then going into the color field and then changing that up again, and you'll see that it's going to do that. So you can either one click to change everything to the same font and the same color, or double click and then highlight the section that you want to customize. Now, the other thing that you have available to you is, let's double click into this again. So again, I could just highlight this whole section if I want this to be a different font from my headline here. And the other thing I have here is, if I come over here, you're going to see that you have all these heading options, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, and then you've got the paragraph option. So you can click through these and it will just kind of define a set size for the heading 1, heading 2. And you can use those if you want to make sure that everything is consistent across all of your slides. Or if you're finding like it's not quite the right size that you want, you always have the ability to just add in whatever size font you want using this option right here. And you can increase it or let's just make sure that we've got that selected here. Okay, yeah, so then you could increase or decrease from here and then get it to the size font that you want. Now, another thing that you might want to end up doing, I'm actually just going to save the changes that I've made to this particular slide, and you should always do that if you're just about to leave this slide and jump to another one that you're going to customize, because you want to make sure you save all the changes that you've made. I'm going to go over to this slide right here, and another thing that I wanted to bring to your attention is kind of styling any numbered or bulleted lists. So let me go ahead and we'll just remove the numbers here. In this case, I've created a little collage where I've got a bunch of different samples, and I've added numbers to each of those samples. And down here, I've got my list where I'm going to be indicating which sample goes where within the space. Okay, so because I've numbered this, I want to have a numbered list down here. And the way that I would do that is I would just create my text block where I add in all of the different areas that I'm going to apply these particular finishes to. And then here I have the option to turn this into a numbered list. So we'll just click onto that, and then you can see that everything is numbered out. If this was a case where I didn't want necessarily a numbered list, and maybe it's just, you know, I've created a slide where I'm going to have some copy and then a bulleted section and then some more copy, you also have the ability to add in a bulleted list by using this option here. And if you want to adjust the spacing between each of these to adjust the line height here, then you could actually do that right here. And you can space it out, increase it, decrease it, and just kind of get it to the point where you want. I think that about covers it. So definitely jump into your Design Files account, give the text tool a try. If you're building out your own client presentations and project proposal decks, this is really going to come in handy for you. And it also works really well if you just want to add a few key notes to any of your concept boards, your mood boards that you're creating as well, if you just need to get a little bit more context across to your client to help them understand the vision. Of course, if you've got any questions about how to use the text tool within the mood board editor, feel free to reach out to us on the live chat. We are always happy to help. Thanks for watching.